AI is transforming everything and touching our lives in any way we do. We do shop, traveling, and of course it's also impacting those institutions that are really important for us for raising kids' education. So just like in any other place, AI gives us greatest power, but with this great power comes great responsibility. And some of the things that we really need to pay attention using AI in education is the responsible implementation of AI. And those are based on some principles, ethical principles of AI, which are transparency, accountability, bias and fairness, and things like that, and on human oversight. Transparency means is that we need to be able to understand why AI producing certain outputs. So always ask why. If it is giving a recommendation about students, it's our responsibility to be able to explain why this recommendation is given to the students, to the also parents as well. The other one is accountability. When we use AI in decision making, who is accountable? We cannot go and say, oh, AI made this decision, he is the guilty one. We need to do the assessment of these tools. It's not that students or teachers have to do those assessments, but at a broader level, the state, the government or ministry, they need to be really doing in-depth analysis of how good that tool is enhancing student learning or freeing up teacher time to be beneficial at school. Other principle of AI is like the data quality. AI is trained on data, and you probably heard of garbage in, garbage out. When the training data is not really good quality, the output will reflect that. And large language models that we know are built on internet scraped data. So they can hallucinate and they can give us answers that are not true. Teaching those skills to students and teachers is so important, how to verify information. It's an incredibly powerful tool, but knowing risks and limitations helps us use it in a way that really help us. We need to think AI as enhancing human learnings, and it's a tool, right? It's not a replacement. We as humans have some unique skills like communication and inspiring others. You will need language to communicate and to inspire others. AI cannot replace that. So it's really important to understand AI as a tool where it is powerful and help us, right? But not replace us, because that's not the goal. The way that it's not a thinking being, it's not a really super intelligent system. It's just trained on data, billions and billions of data, and it's more of a prediction system. Like based on billions of samples, it predicts the next words that come. So, and according to that, it just can create anything. And sometimes what it creates is nonsense, right? So if we know how those algorithms work foundationally, without going into too deep, right? I think it really tells a lot to people, and we empower people through AI literacy so that it changes their approach to AI. One of the biggest advantage of AI is access to information. Now, like anywhere in the world, people have access to the same information. And that's huge, right? Before, even though we had internet, even though we had like all kind of media, it wasn't this easy to access the information that you need. And that is huge. So that I use AI every day in my life, in my research too. When it comes to risks, I think the biggest one is AI literacy. So people think AI is magical. There is some kind of thinking behind AI. It is going to control us, and that could be overcome via literacy and education and talking about ethics and implementation. We are the humans building AI, right? We have the control, and we are building for serving us, to enhance us. And I think that's really important to have that thought in mind, to minimize the potential risks. It is not finding its own direction on its own. We as humans can control and develop it in a way that that can make our life easier. AI is definitely changing the job market, and it is mostly shifting tasks within certain areas. I think it's really important to keep close relationships with the industry, learn from failures in industry. According to a recent MIT report, 95% of AI use cases didn't return investment. And it's important to understand why it didn't, because those companies have a lot of money and billions of money spent. If they couldn't make it work, right? I think there is some lessons to learn. Education too, like how to approach adopting AI in the education space. And it's also important to keep the pace is so much faster than ever before. Talking to those industry representatives frequently, asking them how it is changing your profession, right? What skills you may need, like bringing them to schools as speakers and so on. I'm a data scientist, so I can tell you how it is affecting the data science field. Before, you could be really good in, programming, and then you don't need to know the social aspects of AI and so on. And you would be good because you're a really great programmer and you help making data-driven decisions. But now you can use AI for coding, right? But what skills are needed is that more communication skills. Data scientists who can talk to privacy, who can talk to legal, who can talk to business, and also who can have more curiosity to understand what are the impacts of AI on society too. So it's not just like technical is different from social parts. I think people who have perspectives on both sides will be more demanded by workforce. I am a technologist. So my background is in statistics. I worked on building AI systems. Then I use those AI systems in critical decision making. I think this is a really incredible and exciting technology, but it doesn't mean that we can just give our data to it and make us like lead wherever it goes. We need to learn how to collaborate with this powerful technology and take it to a way that that serves us, right? So collaboration with AI is incredibly important, and it's always good to remember that it's just a tool that runs a bunch of math and like pattern matching behind the scenes. It's nothing beyond that, and it has to serve us, right? All humanity.